This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us. Elliott T. Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, home of the Sam Houston Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On the option. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll run the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Kick is in the air. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. On the run, it's Cook. Shakes off the defender. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Baldwin. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Back to pass, it's Watson. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Oh, what a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
We'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback extends the play. Snagged in the middle. It's Baldwin. And he's knocked down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gonna run it. It's Cook. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
On the move. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The option look. Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Watson. Finds his man, it's Green. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
On the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Here comes the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
4th down coming up.
We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Watson. Unloads it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Oh, they're after him. He's got the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. Quickly complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. On the move. Man, the defense had that one completely bottled up, and he eventually just had to live to find another play.
Yeah, I love the discipline on defense, too. Everybody where they're supposed to be. Everybody staying in the gaps. So they just kept funneling the ball to the outside. Inevitably, that guy had nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Recksteiner. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Wimsatt. They've got the screen set up. Beck's going for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Trying play action. Buys a little time. Grab near the sticks. It's Green. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver to the air. It's Watson. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his target down the middle. Picks up enough to get the 1st and 10 from the 13. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Red pass hits complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Watson. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Glover. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
To the air, it's Wimsatt. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem, and QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. On the option. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Watson. Gets it to him on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. And his receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Brings up second down.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it to the right side. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Gamecocks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. It's complete on the right side.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
This quarterback part of their running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Jacksonville State.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Jacksonville State, 21.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Bearcats will take over 1st and 10.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Now the play fake. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Will take over 1st and 10.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Offense changing the play. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Fires to the middle. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Quarterback keeper. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
2nd down coming up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Humphries. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Goes to the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Rushes on him. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Bearcats looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to fire on second down. Using the quick game. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Touchdown, Sam Houston. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
To throw, it's Watson. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th.
And that's a sneaky big 2-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baldwin. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Rex Steiner.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got enough for the first. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Gamecocks are marching down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They go to the ground. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Jacksonville State.
The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Scanning the field, it's Wimsatt. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Making side adjustments here. Shotgun snap on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Cook. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
On first down, here comes this offense. And they'll take a knee.
Victory formation on the road. There's not a better play call for an offensive coordinator to make.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.